Benin, heritage, democracy, and the failed coup attempt. From the ancient kingdom of Dahomey to the turbulence of modern politics, from cultural pride to a recent failed coup attempt that shook the sub-region. Tonight, Majo Television Network brings you Benin, heritage, democracy, and the failed coup attempt. Good evening, everyone. I am Wole Akingbasote, and this is our Majo Television special documentary report on our global affairs segment. Tonight, we travel across the border into the Republic of Benin, a nation with a powerful historical legacy and a recent political event that has raised regional concerns. Our team has compiled an in-depth look at Benin's history, its democratic journey, and the failed coup attempt that has drawn international attention. Now, let's begin our story. Long before the name Benin Republic entered African political map, the land flourished under the mighty Kingdom of Dahomey. Dahomey, built on discipline, sophisticated administration, and military prowess, Dahomey became one of West Africa's most organized states. Its legendary Agogie, known worldwide as the Dahomey Amazons, were an elite all-female fighting force unmatched in courage and strategy. The palaces of Abomey still echo with stories of kings, diplomacy, and resistance. A reminder that Benin's identity is rooted deeply in its ancient power. The 19th century brought a new challenge: European expansion. King Béhanzin, Dahomey's last sovereign ruler, resisted French invasion with remarkable determination. But after two violent wars, Dahomey fell into colonial rule in 1894. For decades, the French established control, altering governance, economy, and social structures. Yet, the spirit of the people endured, preserving culture and unity until the dream of independence became reality. On August 1, 1960, the nation then called the Republic of Dahomey gained independence with Hubert Maga as its pioneer president. Guess what? Unity proved difficult. Political rivalries between ethnic and regional blocs sparked unrest. So therefore, between 1960 and 1972, the country experienced repeated coups, government collapsing one after another. The young nation needed stability. So therefore, it arrived through the military. In essence, in the year 1972, Major Matthew Kerekou took power and declared a Marxist-Leninist revolution. Political parties were dissolved. The state controlled everything. For nearly 20 years, Benin operated as a socialist military regime. But by the late 1980s, economic collapse and public pressure forced a dramatic turn. In a groundbreaking move, Benin became the first African nation to hold a sovereign national conference, ending authoritarian rule peacefully. This courageous step birthed a new society. In 1990, National Conference transformed the country. A new constitution emerged, multi-party politics returned, and Nicefore Soglo became president through free election. Benin earned global respect as a symbol of democratic resilience in Africa. Even when former military ruler Kereko returned through the ballot, the people embraced the new political culture. Leadership must come through election, not coup. In 2016, President Patrice Talon launched sweeping reforms, promoting economic modernization, new infrastructure, and digital development. But the opposition accused his administration of tightening political space, from controversial electoral reforms to arrests of key rivals. While Benin continued to enjoy relative stability, political tension simmered underneath the surface. A tension that would soon erupt into a shocking plot. Authorities announced a failed coup attempt involving a small group of dissident military officers. The officers alleged plans attack strategic installation, disrupt a communication system, and topple the government. Benin's intelligence network intercepted communication alley. Arrests were made. Security operational intensified nationwide. Across West Africa, a region witnessing coup in Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Niger, the leaders were expressing concerns. ECOWAS and the African Union condemned the attempted takeover, calling it a threat to regional peace. Well, inside Benin, the incident revived debates about governance, economic hardship, and political freedom. The people of Benin remain hopeful, determined to defend peace and stability. Well, here's a summary of Nigeria's response to the failed coup attempt in the Republic of Benin. What its government and military said after the coup was discovered. According to official statements, Nigeria deployed fighter jets and air ground troops to Benin, acting on a request from the Beninese government to dislodge coup plotter. The jets targeted key locations, including a military camp seized by mutineers, and helped regain control of Benin National Television Station and other strategic sites. Ground troops followed shortly after, reinforcing loyalist forces and helping to restore constitutional order and stability. In short, Nigeria engaged militarily, intervening directly to support the government of Benin and quash the coup attempt. Now, here is Nigerian stance and condemnation. The government of Nigeria condemned the coup attempt strongly. The Nigerian Foreign Affairs Ministry called the power grab an unacceptable and retrogressive step, emphasizing its concern over unconstitutional seizure of power in a friendly neighbor, and brotherly nation. The federal government of Nigeria described the coup bid as a direct assault on democracy, constitutional order, and the collective will of the Beninese people. The intervention was framed as a defense of regional democratic norms and constitutionalism, not only Benin, but broadly for West Africa under the regional grouping ECOWAS. Now, what are the parliamentary intervention into this? The parliamentary and domestic backing of this action by Nigeria happened on December 9th, 2025. The upper chamber of Nigeria Parliament, called Senate, approved the deployment of Nigerian troops to Benin. Senators described the intervention as necessary to safeguard democracy in a neighboring country, prevent regional stability, and guard against potential security spillovers into Nigeria. Some domestic political actors and governors publicly praised the swift action, arguing that a coup in Benin could have had serious negative consequences for Nigeria's security, economy, and trade, especially given the shared border and deep regional links. The question arises as to why Nigeria acted. Nigeria emphasized that the coup attempt posed a security threat not only to Benin, but to the wider West African sub-region. By intervening, Nigeria aimed to prevent destabilization along its border and protect regional trade and supply routes. The intervention reaffirmed Nigeria's role as a regional security actor committed to defending constitutional order, especially under the shared norms of ECOWAS. From the glory of Dahomey to the turbulence of modern politics, Benin continues to rise, a nation learning, adapting, and forging ahead. At Major Television Network, we celebrate stories that enlighten our viewers and strengthen our continent's democratic spirit. Benin's journey reminds us that resilience is the soul of every great nation. I'm Wole Akingbasote. Thank you for watching this Major Special Documentary Report on Global Affairs segment. Support us by pressing subscribe button below. And thanks for watching. Stay informed.